What's going on, you guys? Steph back with another video, man. Clear skin and everything is in the building. But I gotta address this commenter on my other video from my second channel where I said men just want peace, right? And I don't know if this woman was trolling or not, but she had the audacity to say, this is nothing but lies. She said this on my video. This is nothing but lies. All men just want, sex and move on. I was like, no, you're completely off. And which is true. This woman was completely off because I'm gonna talk about something that I experience, right? Going out to these, events, clubs, talking to men and women who are in reality not living on the internet so damn much, right? And there are some women out there who do want a good man in their life, which is very rare. But a lot of the guys that I've even conversed with, I'm not really calling them friends. Like, a lot of those dudes, man, they want to have a special someone in their life for a long period of time, right? Even, for example, man, this security guard at my job, he was saying some stuff. He was talking to this girl. He's excited, about this date. He's actually here now. He's probably at work. I see his car and everything. He's excited about this date. This Mexican woman or Latina woman is beautiful to her. He actually bought her flowers, not flowers. Like, he had like a whole thing of roses. So he's going all out for this woman, because he was a little brief about it. He was like, we were talking, he liked her vibe, he liked her energy, right? And he really was really genuinely interested in this woman, on taking her seriously. Hopefully things go right with him. I know he gonna tell me, young 20-something-year-old kid, right? And let me say it like this too, before all you women who gonna get in the comments go, oh, you just talking about one or a few guys. No, ladies, there's a lot of good men out here who wanna be with women, especially to a beautiful woman. And I was actually thinking about it like this. A lot of guys are not trying to, be popping on the social media stuff. A lot of guys want to just work a really good job that's only 40 hours a week and have an amazing time with a beautiful woman. That's the problem with a lot of you women don't really understand and realize, right? Or, very few women, because I hear that stuff all the time from women. Oh, men just want sex. Like, no. The men that you women deal with just want, sex with y'all. But y'all overlook the good guys who really want to build something with a female. That's why a lot of guys, even today, who are starting to understand what's the purpose of building things with a woman when they gonna use them. There's guys out here who really are trying to make some good money and to start a family with, right? And women, y'all ladies gotta understand that. That's gonna be the title of this video. Ladies, you guys gotta understand. Y'all women gotta understand that there's good men out here. And like I say, man, plenty of guys are talking about, a particular woman they want to start something with, or, whatever talking stages are going on. And y'all ladies gotta give those good guys a chance. And they out there. They're in your DMs. They're in your stories. They out there. They even at your job. But y'all gotta stop overlooking them. Because this dude's out here going all out. There's men today who are like in their 20s getting married. I'm like, well, wait a minute. You know, because they don't want to be out there. They don't want to be the player. They don't want to be in the streets. They don't want to get drunk and, you know, get with some chick and smash her in the car or smash in the alley. Some men want to come home to a good relationship and not have another man sliding his digging stick in his woman. Right? But you ladies gotta stop overlooking them. Good men out here are really doing whatever it takes to make a good impression with y'all and lock y'all in. You know? And it's jacked up out here is because women notice that. That's why with this whole loneliness pandemic and women getting ignored, it's just like, no. The women that you want who have all the options, who are the monsters, who are the player types, they saying to themselves, no, I'm enjoying mine. I'm getting mine from her, and her. And then you women get upset is because when he wants to take a woman seriously who's dealing, you know, who wants to settle down with, he ignore you. And then some of y'all women be like, oh, men suck. How come I cannot find one? Even when I see on threads, y'all say the same thing when I hear women talk about, I would like to be with a man in Cali who's not from Cali. I don't mean, like, no. There's plenty of guys out here in general. Y'all just be making up dumb stuff. Y'all be just ignoring the facts, especially too. A lot of you ladies want to be tied down to men, tied down and have a family, but y'all destroy the good guys over it. And the good guys are trying, no matter how much podcasts be talking about women. Shout out to that F&F boys. I don't want to say too much, right? Because, you know, YouTube be a little sensitive with that. You know, they telling us how women are the Steph is Cold, the MJ Get Rights, the Austin Denims, FitX Fearless, plenty, hundreds of million content creators who are talking about how messed up women are. You got guys out here saying, you know, yeah, I understand that, but they still want families. They still want to have babies, which is kind of strange, but that's just the truth. And women don't even understand, yo, there's guys out here who really trying and putting their best foot forward. And also, too, how I know that a couple of guys that watch my videos so far that I know they're in happy relationships, watching my videos, watching my content. I don't make this stuff up. Like I say, I'm out here. I be in the bars. Like I talk to people every day. It's not just 10 minutes and I just make videos and stuff like that. No, when I'm out here, not just at work, I'm trying to enjoy my time. You know, guys just jump into the relationship stuff. Because men want to be in serious, well, good guys, or, you know, a lot of men want to be in some serious stuff. They, like I say all the time, men want to be with women who are a cooperation to the operation. Shout out to Uncle Ron Wills. They always want to be in that. But, you know, you got women out here playing the game. And then when there's a good female, he said, oh, this guy's a catch. She gonna lock him down. And then you women get bitter because you know, the good guy found himself a woman that he want to build with. And some dudes, I'm going to say it like this. Some guys will probably have a purpose, but Soon as he finds a serious girlfriend, all that purpose stuff go right out the window. Goes right out the window. It's because, yo, he's madly in love. Like, for an example, right? Well, let me cut. I don't want to hear this leaf blower stuff.